Hello world, it's Uper Al. We are here in the beautiful town of Calumet, Michigan. Calumet's a small city, Houghton County, about 675 people. It is considered the heart of the Keweenaw, as it is a national historic town controlled by the department, or not controlled by, but ran by the Department of the Interior as part of the national park system. And it is a very beautiful town here. It's extremely beautiful architecture here. If you're into stonework and masonry, it's definitely a place to come and see. And we're going to take a nice walk here through this town. This one's going to be a little bit lengthy. There's quite a bit of buildings and things to see here. I want you to get a really good look at this town. The town was founded in about 1864, and it was originally called Red Jacket, and the town kept that name till about 1895, and it was then changed to Calumet. And Red Jacket was reference to one of the mines that was up here. This was the heart of the mining community up here in Copper Country in the 1800s and the 1900s, between here and Houghton and a bunch of other little towns here. This was pretty much the hub of all the mines around here. Everybody would come to town and spend their money and enjoy themselves when they weren't working. And the mines lasted till about the early 1900s or so, about the Great Depression. After that, kind of fizzled out of business, and the town ended up taking on new roles. Tourism, there's some agriculture around here, and there was still some lumber industry was still going, but now it is pretty much primarily just a tourist town. It is a little rough around the edges, I'll admit. You'll see some of these buildings are ran down. They are fixing a lot of these buildings up. A lot of the houses in this town are a little bit ran down, but honestly, if they fix this place up, restore all these buildings to their glory, I mean, this town would just be an absolute diamond up here to come and see and check out as a tourist. And it does have quite a bit for the tourists here. There are a lot of restaurants and bars, shops, consignment stores. There's quite a few museums. You can tour a lot of the historic churches here. There's a theater here that you can tour. They have festivals in the summertime. So I mean, there's quite a bit to do up here. You have Houghton, that's not too far from here. So there's places to go for nightlife. As I said, this is pretty much a tourist town here, so I don't know how much nightlife they have. There's more restaurants and bars pretty much. But nonetheless, this is a very interesting town. A lot of nice buildings here, as you can see. And as I said, they are working on restoring quite a bit of it. I actually made a video of this town this summer, but accidentally erased it. I kicked myself in the rear. I did an interview with one of the ladies inside the church, and I totally erased that video on accident. So I'm back up here redeeming myself this fall. I'll get back to this town. Just show you guys Calumet, Michigan. It's October 12th, about 60 degrees out maybe. A nice afternoon here. There are quite a few tourists in town here that have been walking around. I was driving around before I started this video. As far as the demographics here, about 96, almost 97% white, and then just other races, African Americans, American Indians, Asians, and whatnot. I don't know how their school system is up here. Again, the crime in this area is pretty low. Things do happen, but not much goes on in Calumet, Michigan. Raise an eyebrow as far as high crime. Cost of living up here is probably fairly cheap in this town. As I said, a lot of these, you get outside of this main strip here, and even in town here, as you see, a lot of stuff is ran down. And a lot of the houses, you probably get a house here for $150,000 on up, and maybe help participate in fixing up the town, restoring some of these buildings to their old glory. If you're into that kind of thing, this might be a place for you. I'm not sure as far as jobs around here, what they offer up here to do. Probably just catering a lot to the service industry, tourists. work down in Houghton, somewhere down there. A little bit of a bigger city, and it's not far. They do have an airport too. The Houghton County Airport is here, and you can fly to just about, you can fly to anywhere in the world from there, actually, because they do have flights to Chicago, and you can go just about anywhere in the world right out of Calumet Peninsula. You see, they got two main drags here through their downtown. Lots of shops and other services for the locals here. And I'm just impressed with the buildings. I really hope that they can restore all of this downtown, because, you know, as you can see just walking through this video, if they fixed all these buildings up and the streets and the lights, everything, this would be an awesome town for tourists. Might generate quite the pretty penny living here if you had a business. And they are working on it. And they still got quite a ways to go. And there are some empty storefronts. And like I said, a lot of these houses need some serious restoration. But nonetheless, you can definitely see the potential. And you see these guys out here fixing things up right now. Jewelry store here. Beautiful church over there. Quite a few parks. And everything here is pretty old. All the buildings. It's a really interesting place to walk around. You can just imagine this place back in the early 1900s, late 1800s was probably just booming. People working in the mines, enjoying the town when they get their time off. Restaurants here. They look like they have too much diversity as far as food. It's a Mexican restaurant, mostly American food. Probably a couple Italian places. Make sure that I don't have any real big box retail here. Almost all of that is in Houghton. There is a grocery store up here. I like this town because it's not so touristy. It's not as bad as some of the other towns in the UP. Nonetheless, I think once they restore and get all these businesses back in order, this town is just going to be booming. It's a really nice fall day today. Don't know how many more of these we're going to get in the UP. Winter is definitely on our doorstep. So that's going to be about it for old downtown Calumet, Michigan. I hope you enjoyed this little walk. And somebody out there that likes to restore buildings, this might be a town for you to look into. Anybody else that wants to get up here to the Calumet and enjoy all the recreational activities that they have to offer, this also might be a town for you. One last note, now that I see the Italian Hall site, there was an incident in 1913 inside a theater or Italian Hall. Someone yelled fire. There was a stampede and it killed almost 70 people. And I do believe that's one of the reasons why you are not allowed anymore to yell fire inside of a theater. I do believe it was due to that incident. So that is a little piece of history that happened here in old Calumet. I'm sure there's quite a bit of history in this town to talk about. Some of the locals gotta know. Well, I don't know that much. The rest is online. And with that, let me know what you think of Calumet, Michigan. You can comment, like, subscribe, thumbs up. Tell me what you think. And anybody out there that has some history to tell me something I don't know about Calumet. I hope you enjoy your day today. Thanks for watching. Hope to give you some more videos of the UP. And with that, it's Uper Al. I'm taking you places.